Hi everyone, when sun goes down, most of the photographers pack up and they head home. But the street photographers know something different. Night changes everything. The streets become cinematic. Reflections appear, colors become richer, shadows become deeper, and ordinary moments suddenly become mysterious and emotional. But low-light street photography is one of the most difficult and challenging genres to master. Your photos can quickly become blurry, noisy, poorly focused, flat, and lifeless. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to take powerful street photos in low light while keeping the atmosphere, emotion, and the cinematic feel of the night alive. And let me be honest with you, most of the best street photos are created after dark. One of the biggest mistakes that beginners make is to remove all the darkness from a night scene. They overexpose the image, lift every shadows, and they reduce the contrast. And the result, the photo is not going to look like a night photo. Low-light photography is not about just making darkness disappear, but it is how to use darkness to be creative. Shadows create mystery and darkness simplifies the scene, while selective light creates focus. Sometimes showing less creates a stronger image, and the viewer's imagination becomes part of the storytelling. When shooting at night, don't look for bright streets. Look for interesting light. That's gonna change everything. A tiny light can completely transform a scene. A neon light, a street lamp, your phone screen, a store's window, traffic light, reflections on a pavement. These sorts of lights can become the visual anchor of your composition, of your frame. In daylight, light is everywhere, but at night, light becomes intentional. And because light is limited, your composition is going to be more cleaner and more focused. I strongly recommend that before taking a photo, just ask yourself, what is the main source of light in the scene? If you can clearly identify the light source, then already you are thinking creatively. And another approach is to use shadows as a compositional tool. Most people fear shadows, but street photographers must embrace them. Shadows can remove distraction, isolate subject, create depth, and add tension to the image. In fact, some of the strongest street photos shows a little detail. For example, a silhouette crossing a beam of light visually much stronger than a fully illuminated person. In low-light street photography, sometimes all you need is shape, gesture, mood, and movement. And remember that you don't always need all the facial details to create emotion. And honestly, this is what gives many of the low-light street photography the cinematic feel that people love. Now let's talk about camera setting. Low-light photography has always been a balance between light, motion, and image quality. For most of the situation, I recommend a shutter speed of something between 1/60th of a second to 1/125th of a second. And if your camera has an image stabilizer, IBIS, or you are using a VR vibration reduction lens and you're shooting handheld, just turn them on. I can shoot handheld as low as 1/8 of a second or 1/15th of a second, and always I have the best result. Remember, when you're shooting at low shutter speed in low light, to have your camera steady, you can use a tripod if you can. Otherwise, have one of these monopods with you in your camera bag, and it's really gonna help you to take a sharper and cleaner images. If your images become kind of blurry and you get a lot of unwanted motion blur and want to take sharper images, watch this video of mine. One of the most important camera settings when it comes to night photography and low light photography is to set your camera to shoot RAW. Do not shoot in JPEG, because one of the worst things that can happen in JPEG, in post-processing you cannot change the white balance. But when you shoot RAW, your images are gonna be more flexible in post-processing, and you can adjust white balance and bring back all the data, which in JPEG you cannot do it. So remember, shoot in RAW. I recommend fast lenses, maybe something like a 50mm 1.4 or 1.8, or you can use a 35mm 2.8, 85 1.8, and sometimes I want to keep my distance from people and give them some privacy when I'm taking the photos on the street. I use this lens, 70 to 200 f2.8. Now let's talk about ISO. Most of the cameras these days handle noise pretty well. For example, sometimes I'm shooting at ISO 6400, which is the highest dual base ISO on my camera. And if the light is good, maybe I shoot at ISO 800. But don't be afraid of the noise. Sometimes a good, sharp image, even if it's a little bit noisy, is better than missing the shot and getting something blurred or not in focus. If you want to know more about ISO and how to prevent noisy images, go ahead and watch this video of mine over here. And for the shooting mode, I prefer manual. So I'm gonna set my aperture at the widest, something like if I'm using 70 to 200, I'm gonna open up all the way to 2.8, or if I'm shooting 35mm 1.4, I'm gonna open up to 1.4. I use manual auto ISO and set the maximum ISO to the highest dual base ISO of my camera, which is 6400. Do not fear ISO. Most of the modern cameras handle noise pretty well, so don't be afraid. If you need to use a high ISO to get a sharp, clean photo, just go ahead, because a slight noisy image with a strong feeling is definitely much better than a clean image with no emotions and no atmosphere. And when it comes to focusing, sometimes maybe it's too dark for autofocus to work properly. Try to use manual focus. And if you're not familiar with manual focus, there are some manual focus assists like focus picking or focus zoom can help you to precisely focus your image in low light. If you want to know more about these manual assists, watch this video of mine. Low light street photography even becomes much more interesting and much more challenging when the weather changes. A bad weather is going to be magical for night photography, low light photography. In a rainy night, where the streets are gonna reflect neon light, the city light, and car's headlight, and taking a photo with all that reflection is gonna be amazing, and the result is gonna be awesome. Fog, mist, and light smoke can create amazing depth and atmosphere around the light sources on the street. Bad weather often creates the best low light and night photography opportunities, because most of the people are not gonna be willing to shoot in that condition. I recommend that when you go to shoot at night, don't rush yourself. Slow down. The biggest mistake is just walking around and taking photos randomly. In low light, patience matters more. Instead of hunting for subjects, just find a beautiful light. Just wait and watch people, how they move through the scene. Wait for a gesture, wait for emotional moment, wait for reflection, wait for silhouette. Sometimes the difference between an average image and incredible image is just a few seconds. And remember that street photography is not just reacting, it's observing. Low light street photography is not about perfection, it is about mystery, storytelling, and emotion. So next time you go out at night, do not eliminate shadows. Use them. Learn to see how light shapes emotion in the scene. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, just go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I post a new video every week on Monday or Tuesday. So by subscribing, you won't miss any of the upcoming videos. If you have a question, just leave it in the comments and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. As usual, take good care of yourself, keep shooting. I see you in the next video. Cheers.